Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at your next juicy encounter. So this can be anything happening in the near future or the future that Spirit wants to share today. Anything juicy that happens in your life that you want to know about. It can be literally anything. So pick based on the pile you're most drawn to. I'm going to show you your crystals in a moment, but please also be aware this is a general reading to only take what resonates and leave the rest. For the first pile, we have the red cat's eye heart. For the second pile, we have this rose quartz heart. And for the third pile, we have blue lace agate in this heart shaped crystal. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. And if you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I will see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this red heart, the red cat's eye heart crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at your next juicy encounter. So this can be anything that Spirit wants to show in the near future or future happening in your life that is juicy in some way. So please be aware this is a general reading. The messages may differ for everyone watching, and only take what resonates to leave the rest. You chose the card Be Spontaneous. Let me go ahead and add your cards. Let's see what shows up today. Okay, my pile number ones. For your cards, we have Awakened Awareness, we have Desire, we have Bold with Unleash Your Adventurous Side, Take Risks and Be Daring, we have the Four of Cups, we have the Knight of Cups, we have the Eight of Emotions, which is the Eight of Cups, we have the Hanged Muse, which is the Hanged Man, we have the Nine of Emotions, which is the Nine of Cups, we have the Page of Emotions, which is the Page of Cups, we have the Fool card, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the King of Cups, and we have the Lover's card. Okay, so before we start with your reading, I do have a small favor to ask from you. The last 3 months, 80% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted and you like this channel, can you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? It helps my channel more than you know, and the bigger the channel gets, the more content I can create and put out to you guys. And I'd also like to thank everyone who has subscribed in the past 3 days. I'm dearly grateful for your support, and I also want to thank those that have been here from the beginning, that have been subscribed, that have been liking, watching, commenting, sending love. Thank you for all your support. sending my dearest gratefulness to you, and thank you, and enjoy the video. So the interesting thing is, yesterday, I think when I started pile 1, I'm not sure which pile it was, but there was a specific pile where as soon as I started their reading, someone switched their car on and idled it and like kind of just is waiting to drive in some way. And I was talking about how, you know, when you switch on your car and it's like you're waiting for maybe someone to send you an address, or you're waiting for maybe your Google Maps to turn on, or you're waiting to switch on the radio, or for the car to heat up first before you go. There is this energy of waiting again in this pile. So I don't know why, but there's something about waiting. Maybe this is a moment you've been waiting for, that you've been wishing for, with the kind of genie lamp here. And if this is a romantic scenario you've been waiting for, or you've been wishing for, you've been hoping for, like if you could literally have a genie lamp today, you would wish on that for this, then this is your pile, because I'm seeing something to do with romance here with the Lovers. So what I do see here is that either you have been wishing for this, or someone else has been wishing for this with you, or both of you have been wishing for it at the same time. And I see whatever this is, it's really something that's going to bring you a lot of satisfaction, just even hearing about this or thinking about this. The fact that there is hope in the situation. So I'm seeing here, this is most probably, well, take it as it resonates, this is most probably someone that, you know, you've taken a break from, or you haven't been speaking to for a while with the 8 of Cups, or, you know, you had circumstances in life kind of pull you apart where you're not really in contact right now, or some kind of ending happened here, but it's not, I don't feel for all of you it was supposed to happen. And what I mean by that is, for some of you, I feel like it was external circumstances that created this drift between you two, like maybe distance, maybe this person had to get a job, maybe it was like family issues, or them going through something of their own that they had to heal, or maybe it just wasn't the right time. For some of you, I feel like it's a scenario like that, or you didn't really know this person that well and you were excited for things to move forward, but all of a sudden it just ended for no reason. But I feel like this person had to have the chance to really look within and grow, and I'm feeling like this person and you had to go on your own, what's the word? You had to go on your own journey, finding yourselves, digging a little deeper in yourselves, and like having self-realizations about your life, gaining consciousness over your life, gaining awareness over situations in your life. I feel like both of you had to find your own internal wisdom within yourselves before you could take the step towards this. And it was like the divine keeping you apart for that moment, for your spiritual growth for both of you, because you were protected in love. The divine took this person out of your life because you were both not ready, or they were not ready. Take it as it resonates. And they had to see things in a different perspective and let go of something within their subconscious mind and emotions. And for others of you, I feel like this person could have had a toxic side to them in the past. I feel like this person could have, for some of you, a mother wound, but I guess it's not for all of you. Take it as it resonates. But I'm kind of seeing this feeling of stuckness, of not being able to talk to each other in that moment. You know, I don't feel like this person was toxic, but at the same time, that's not up to me to say. I don't feel it was toxic in a bad way. I think this person really just had to go through their own growth. They had a lot of things they were holding onto emotionally where they needed to grow from those scenarios. And if it wasn't a mother wound, it was someone from the past in a feminine energy that kind of hurt this person. So it's something they had to alchemize within themselves, that hurt and pain. They needed to grow from it, heal from it, gain a different perspective on it, let go of it. Because there's something they were holding onto that was going to affect this connection. And I don't feel for all of you this person was toxic in the past. But they may have had some habits or some things in their life that they were not aware of in their subconscious mind that would have affected the connection in some way. And that's why the divine kept you two apart, because it was not aligned in the stars for it to happen yet. And it's almost like this person has been missing you and has really been missing you, but has also been finding their own sense of truth in the things they've been holding onto from the past. Things that have kept them stuck in their emotions, that they're still holding onto. So I feel like this person had to go through their own kind of internal journey of finding themselves, gaining realizations over their life, letting go of things they're holding onto, because I'm hearing the song Bag Lady by Erykah Badu. And she basically talks about how holding onto things emotionally can just weigh us down in some way. And we carry it into every part of our life, and it affects every part of our life in negative ways. So I feel like this was something this person had to learn spiritually. They had to gain some type of awareness over their unconscious thought patterns, unconscious things they did, habits, beliefs, limiting beliefs, pains they were holding onto that they didn't realize they were holding onto. You know what I mean? And that's something this person had to learn spiritually. I feel like they had to go through some type of awakening. With the Awakened Awareness card, we see a dragon's eye here, but around it is like this flower, I think, and an eye. And to me, an eye is also our perception of things, along with the Hanged Muse here with an eye on the pyramid. So it was like this person had to see a different perspective on life, had to see a different perspective of themselves, had to grow and learn and see it differently in order to come to you with a love offer. And this may have been a while where this person was waiting for you, or you were waiting for this person to come back into your life, and one of you have been wishing for this encounter to happen. And I see it happening soon. So that is the excitement here. That is the juicy details, which I'll get into in a moment. But I feel like this person has been going through a spiritual awakening, has been realizing things, has been gaining more awareness, more consciousness over their actions and certain decisions they make and why they make those decisions. And it's like this person has been in their thoughts a lot, but they've also been shifting internally. There's been some internal shifts this person has had to go through in order for their world to shift to yours, if that makes sense. And I feel like it needed to be like a perspective shift lost. And I feel like that is happening right now, or it has already started happening, where the internal world reflects our outer world. So it's like this person had to kind of go through this inner journey before they could come to you. And I also feel like you've been feeling this person intuitively. Like you may have been dreaming of this person before this happens, or You may have already started dreaming of this person, or they may be dreaming of you in their sleep state, and it may be a sign from the universe, or maybe both of you are receiving signs about one another, and it's like something about the dream state, something about the spiritual state, and seeing it there, and it like messages from ancestors showing us. Your spirit guides are so funny. I'm seeing something where, well, I'm not seeing something. I'm hearing a song, and it's like that song that is always on Instagram Reels when you're scrolling on YouTube Shorts, and then that song always plays. But I'm hearing it like, I'm feeling lonely and I'm crying. So your spirit guides are just funny. I think this person's feeling lonely without you, and they do miss you in some way, or you're feeling lonely and missing them right now. So I'm seeing here this person had to go through an integration of the self and the soul. They had to understand their body, their spiritual endeavors, but also their harmonious union with God or the universe. So they had to integrate different parts of themselves in order to make this internal shift. But anyways, enough with these spiritual messages. I just wanted to show you what I was kind of seeing here, the journey this person's been on and had to go through, and maybe still the last bit of the journey they need to go through in order to come to you, because some of you could have been waiting for this person for a long time. Because the hangman can also represent waiting for a long time, and I think seeing this message is going to be freeing for some of you. But I'm also seeing, last thing about the spiritualness, I'm seeing you two, this encounter has already happened in the spiritual realms, and when this encounter does happen, you may have some kind of deja vu feeling, or you may see a vision of this before it happens, because it's already happened in the spiritual realms. As we know, time doesn't exist in the spiritual realms, so it's like future you has already gone through this. Okay, so what this is going to lead to is this person being more balanced, being able to come from a place of pouring into you more. And I guess Spirit just wanted to show you why this needed to happen, so that this person could be more emotionally balanced, so that this person could be more aware and conscious of their behavior and their actions and how that would affect you, or their choices based on emotional instincts and things like that. That's something I'm seeing. But I'm also seeing something here like you were protected, so it couldn't happen too early where you weren't ready, you know what I mean? And I think Spirit has been preparing you, because Spirit is showing me like someone sewing a dress and having to go day by day for this dress for an event, and like the event is on Saturday, but the whole week you're sewing the dress. So it's like Spirit showing me both of you had to prepare for this connection to come to fruition. But anyways, I do feel like this is going to feel like a blessing when this comes in, and you're just going to intuitively know what your answer is, if you're going to go towards this or not. Because I feel like with bold here and unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring, there's some part of you that wants this, that desires this, and there's some part of this person that also desires this heavily, wants to shoot their shot with you, as we see the arrow here, but we can see this person's not shooting it. So there's something about that is coming through, like this person wants to shoot their shot with you, but they haven't taken action yet in your physical life. It's going to happen in the near future. And I'm seeing here something to do with astrology, with all the planets here, like something to do with astrology and the moon, maybe. When the planets kind of align, when the stars kind of align, is when this is going to happen. So there could be, I guess it's difficult to say for all of you watching because there's so many of you here, but something about astrology is going to make this event happen. Something about the planets being aligned for you based on your own personal birth chart. So I can't really give you an answer on when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, because it's so different for all of you. I'm hearing it's for your personalized birth charts. So if you've ever, well, I'm hearing this is for very few of you, if you've ever felt like getting a birth chart reading and you've intuitively felt that, then Spirit is giving you that go ahead, that it's okay to do it and to go with who you feel intuitively drawn to. I don't do birth chart readings, but that's something I'm hearing from Spirit. So I'm kind of just seeing, according to your personalized planets and the transits of where those specific planets are in, can enable this event to happen faster. That's something I'm seeing. But if I can give you a timeline, I see for most of you it could be happening from now until Leo season for most of you. But also when I give timing, I don't want it to limit you because it can happen before or after. Something about the number 8 is significant, or the number 7. July or August. But I feel most of you August. But of course, I feel like this person is very attracted to you. And as this juicy encounter happens, it's like they're very attracted to you, but you're also very attracted to them. And then it's kind of like the stars align in your favor for you to have some kind of spontaneous meeting here. Since we have the 4 of Cups going on a date, it's like it's a spontaneous date that you don't expect, where you're sitting across from this person. Maybe they send you a letter for inviting you somewhere, or an email or a message. And with the heart here, it's like a loving message, like, I want to talk to you. Let's meet up here at this time. I want to talk to you about something. I want to just have a conversation with you, hear me out. And there's something about you receiving this, and it's something you've wished for, since it's next to the 9 of Cups with the genie lamp here. And you're going to feel so satisfied with this, but you're also not going to be sure whether you want to go for this or not, because you have been waiting for this person. But something about your intuition is going to tell you to go, to just hear this person out. And there's something about you two sitting across from each other, and it's a spontaneous kind of day. Like, you don't expect this to happen. It's a bold move this person makes. It's a bold love offer this person makes that you don't expect on that day. And it's like, you're just getting ready for your day. You don't expect it, and it's spontaneous. It's out of nowhere. And it's like, you're sitting there feeling so shocked, trying to take in this moment and be present in this moment, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Sitting across this person, feeling flustered, really desiring them, but also not knowing what to say. Also not knowing whether to maybe trust this person, because I feel for you it would be a bold move, because it's something you really desire internally, but maybe it's just so spontaneous and so shocking to you being in this juicy encounter with this person on this date that I don't know what to do. I'm feeling kind of flustered. Like, I just want to almost be present and take in this moment and not think too much and not be in my head too much, and just kind of take in what this person has to say. So I'm kind of just seeing that, like, this person seeing you, maybe you dressing up in a very bold statement way, and like them taking you in and feeling really desiring, like feeling like they really desire you, like they really want to take you home after. But there's something about this person trying to ground their physical desire for you, because it's like they've missed you so much. I don't know if some of you have ever even been with this person romantically, but it's like they desire you so much on this date, and they kind of just want to have you right now, but they almost have to ground that kind of feeling of desire they have for you, because they don't want to come on too strong. And that's something I'm hearing. But something about this juicy encounter is going to create some kind of movement within your love life. And I see this person coming to you from a pure state of love, with their heart shining out from... I don't feel like they're going to have specific intentions for you on this date, but it's more so like this energy of, I really want to see this person. My heart is leading me to this person. I don't see them having specific intentions for the meeting, but just kind of going with this optimistic, spontaneous energy of like, if it, let's just see how it goes. I'm scared. It's a bold move for me to even ask this person out on a date, but if it, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. And the Fool energy is kind of like that energy of a new beginning. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're excited and we're optimistic for the future. So I see that happening, and something about this encounter, this next juicy encounter, is fated in some way. And I see them coming towards you with an honest approach. Spirit is saying they're definitely going to be very honest when they're speaking to you about the things they've learned over their period of time of self-discovery, but also they're going to be very honest about how they feel, with the heart shining out here. It's almost like this person's going to be very much in this childlike energy of playfulness, of fun, of making jokes with you. I don't think the conversation's going to be too serious. It may start off as very serious, very honest, very truthful, but as you get into it, it's like, I'm hearing I'm hearing when two worlds collide, you can run. Your spirit guides are very funny. So maybe there's just like this kind of vibe between you two, like you just click again, you haven't seen each other in long. But in this next juicy encounter, it's like in your mind, you want to create this, and then it actually happens and it feels unbelievable. And then you're just kind of clicking like you've never even been apart. And it's like now your hearts are colliding in a way, because I heard that when I was looking at the heart shining out. So it's like your hearts are colliding in a way, and you're just feeling like you're clicking with this person. Maybe when you start out, you're kind of like discerning. You're not knowing what your answer is going to be, whether you're going to choose this or not, but you're considering it and you're weighing out your options. And I'm seeing this energy of just kind of trying to go with the flow, but also feeling very excited and wanting to ground that excitement. But I'm seeing this is something this person has been thinking about for a while now, but it's almost like it happens in a very spontaneous way where they're like, F it, let me just do it. I can't stop overthinking about this. Let's just do this. And there's some kind of truth you're going to receive from this person that is going to give you a lot of hope for this connection. Or maybe they take you out on this date and the conversation you receive, the love you receive from them feels very genuine. And it's like, of course you're really desiring this person physically. And it's like even just bold for you to take this risk and be there on this date and hear this person out. And it's kind of like you're trusting your intuition as you go along in this date, this next juicy encounter. And I think this person's going to be very genuine, very much in this hopeless romantic energy towards you, giving you some kind of love offer towards the end, or at least maybe wanting to see you more. And I think this juicy next encounter, you're just going to feel like this person's very genuine. You're going to feel very hopeful while this is happening, but you're also going to feel just at peace with this person, kind of like when you see them, they bring you peace. And that may also be your answer. You're just going to feel like this is unbelievable. But I think this person, for some of you, may also buy you a gift or buy you flowers on this date, or spend money on this date, like take you somewhere nice and where you can really enjoy the food or something like that. Or maybe after this juicy encounter, they do something for you very special. special, dear to your heart. It doesn't necessarily have to be materialistic, but they could give you something and you receive it and you find it to be a very loving exchange in some way. And there's something about you just trying to go with the flow, trying to ground that desire, even though you just want to kiss this person right now, but you don't want to take it too fast at the same time, and just feel the feelings out. But you're also feeling very blessed in this juicy encounter while you're on this date with this person. So yeah, like I said, this person is coming from a truthful, honest place. And I think for you, there's something about wanting to go home with this person after, but I think some of you decide to stay strong and actually take it slow with this person and kind of build a connection with this person that is first stable, rather than just going into that. Because I feel like some of you are really desiring this person. It's like, I've been waiting for this for so long. I want them right now. I want to just kiss them. I want to be all over them. I mean, you chose the red heart. This is a very vibrant energy. And I think you're really both desiring each other, but you're kind of trying to hold back and stay strong for the sake of the connection. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing that, but I'm just seeing a message from Spirit. Maybe some of you just decide that last minute. It's not to say I'm telling you to do that, because of course this is all open-ended. You know, you can do whatever you want. You're human, you know what I mean? But I see it's like future you maybe decides last minute, no, I'm going to actually take it slow. Going to try take it slow with this person, because it's already a bold move for me to just be on this date with this person. I kind of just want to see and feel out the energies for some of you. Whereas some of you do go home with this person and you have a lot of spicy fun. But at the same time, I see this next juicy encounter, this next bold date, this spontaneous date. It's leading a door open to a new beginning or a new possibility here with the Fool card. Of course, I can't say that this is going to lead to everything, because the Fool card talks about a new journey where it's so new that we don't know what's going to happen yet, but we're kind of optimistic for the future, and we're kind of just making this bold move, this spontaneous move with optimism and hope for the future. And that's the kind of energy Spirit wants you to go in it with, and to almost trust your heart. Like, what is your heart telling you? What is your intuition telling you? And I keep getting something about the planets aligning for you. You know, I feel like there's this energy of like this person really matching your energy in a way. Like you two are a match for each other, because I mean, we have the Queen of Cups here and the King of Cups. So it's like you match each other's energy in a beautiful way. And there's this feeling of you two just clicking, just understanding each other. Since we have the same two cards here, but different, feminine and masculine. Of course, it's just energies. It doesn't necessarily have to be gender, but it's like two sides of the same coin. You're very similar to each other, or you just get each other in some way. And I'm seeing this connection can actually lead, or this juicy encounter could actually lead to something beautiful. It could lead or unlock a key to a new door, for a new possibility for both of your lives to change in a beautiful way. And since we see the Lovers card getting married here, I feel like that could lead to a possibility of that. But of course, the future isn't set in stone, but it could lead to a possibility of commitment, or of you two moving in together, or getting married, or getting a family together like one day. Of course, these are all possibilities and there's a lot of hope for the future, but your guides kind of want you to just go through with this like in a very bold, optimistic way with hope for the future and kind of just hoping for the best. So I think this next juicy encounter is very exciting for you guys. I think it's something to feel out and to trust your judgment on, but I think this could lead to something very beautiful. So if you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this rose quartz crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look into your next juicy encounter. So this could be anything at all your future self or spirit wants to show you about anything juicy happening next in your life. You chose the card positivity. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of your cards, but before I do, please note that this is a general reading to only take what resonates and leave the rest, as the messages may differ for everyone watching. Let me go ahead and see what shows up today. Okay, so my pile number 2s, for your cards we have Harmonic Flight, we have Speak Up, we have Fairness, the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner, we have the 10 of Coins, which is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, and then we have an extra little tarot card, which is a 2 of Cups. I'm just going to put this here for now. We have the 9 of Inspiration, which is the 9 of Wands. We have the Tower card. We have the Moon. We have the Queen of Voices, which is the Queen of Swords. We have the 4 of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Cups. And lastly, we have the Sun card. Okay, my pile number 2s, before we start with your reading, I do have a small favor to ask from you. The last 3 months, 80% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted and you like this channel, can you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? It helps my channel more than you know, and the bigger the channel gets, the more content I can create and put out to you guys. And I also want to thank everyone who has subscribed in the last 3 days. I'm dearly grateful for your support. I'm also very grateful to those that have been here from the beginning, supporting, liking, viewing, commenting. Thank you for all your love and support, and I really hope you enjoy the reading. So in terms of your next juicy encounter, I'm seeing this is happening a day in your future. I don't think this is the near future. I think this is a little bit further into the future, like a year or 2 from now or a few years from now. I don't think this is right now. So this is what Spirit is showing me. And this has something to do with a romantic connection. Okay, and whatever this juicy event is, we're looking a little bit further into the future for your future self to give you some messages here on this juicy day. This juicy day the way your future self is describing it, it feels a little bit nerve-wracking in the moment, what we're seeing here, but the way they're explaining it is almost like it's juicy in the sense of later on when your future self talks about this instance, they can laugh about it. You know what I mean? It's an instance in your future self's life where in that moment they felt a little bit about it, but in fact that moment actually, when they talk about it, future you, later on in the future, when they talk about it, it's like they can laugh about it. It's a funny moment, and they're almost describing it to be similar to what you would see in reality TV shows. It's a challenging moment in the future that will lead to a positive outcome. And that is what I see here, because we have the 9 of Wands and the Tower starting off. So I think that is like the series of events, a catalyst towards a positive outcome, with the Sun card ending off and the positivity as your main card. So as your future self describes these series of events, your future self doesn't want you to get discouraged by these series of events, but rather your future self wants to tell you these series of events to let you know that you can always change the outcome and alter the outcome in the way you best want. And your future self is merely giving this to you as a guideline for what to do in the future when the situation does come up, for how to handle this situation, this challenging situation that leads to a positive outcome. Okay, so your future self, like I said, don't get discouraged by this message, but rather take this as not a warning from your future self, but more so advice and guidance. So I'm seeing whatever is happening on this juicy event, this juicy day, this is some kind of event here with the 4 of Wands that you have been really wanting, manifesting and wishing for, and it has to do with your love life with the 2 of Cups. And if you are not with this person yet, this could be someone you meet in the future. I'm seeing this actually be a lover. So if you were watching this with the hopes of, you know, wanting to see if anything spicy happens, like in terms of physical connection, I don't see it being that. I see this being like a love connection, a real, like, it's a committed love connection, one that you've been in for a while at this point of time where we're looking into in the future. And there's something here about you having very deep feelings for this person. So I don't know if this is someone you're currently with or you're going to meet them in the future if you are single right now. But there's something about this moment, this challenging or difficult moment in time, liberating you in some way. Sometimes we have challenging or difficult moments happen in our life, but we only see the stress of it in that moment, but rather we should actually look at it as a pivotal moment in time that is going to create some kind of liberation for you in some way. These series of events that happen in this juicy next encounter, okay? So I see you being at some kind of event that you have manifested or wanted. I can give you a few examples. Let's say you're with this person for a while, this romantic partner, and you know, you've really been happy together. It seems like at this point in time, it's like you've built a stable connection together. You have emotional vulnerability together. You're very in tune with each other. You're very loved by each other. There's a lot of huge love here. You feel like home to each other. Maybe this is a point in your life, because I said the word home. Maybe this is a point in your life where you move in together, where you make some type of big move, because we even see here keys to a home. So is that not interesting? This could be a day where you move in with your partner if you haven't moved in with them already, or this could be a day where you seal in some kind of commitment to each other. It could be an engagement day, a day where it's like not your wedding day, but like maybe the day before that, like when you're meeting up with the family, because I'm picking up on family vibe with the 10 of coins as well. Very strongly. So it could be a day where you're meeting their family as well, where you're taking a next step in your connection. But it's a very, it's like a new beginning type of step. Do you get what I mean? It's a step you haven't taken before in your connection, depending on where you're at in your journey. Because I know everyone here is different. You know, you may already live with your partner. You may already be married to your partner. This could also be a day you decide to have a family together and conceive a child, you know. Depending on where you're at in your journey, it's going to be different for all of you what this event is. Okay? But what I want to tell you is this is something you have been dreaming of. This is something you've been wishing for, okay? This event. And it's something you want with your partner or your future partner. And I'm just seeing the love be very, very big between the two of you. Like you just have a lot of love for each other. This is a relationship with a lot of truth and trust and deep feelings and vulnerabilities. And it's like you two just shine together. I see you two being a power couple in the future. And it's like you have found that sense of wholeness and balance with each other. And it's almost like you're two peas in a pod. When you're with each other, it's like you really merge together as one, and that's something I'm seeing. It's like you see yourself as one in the future. So this is a very exciting day for future you, and future you is saying they are telling you this story from their memory. So it's like future you past this event is telling you this from their memory, where they've already experienced this, okay? But of course, future you wants you to recognize this as maybe a challenging moment in a small section or part of this event, this juicy next encounter, but to accept it, to recognize it for what it is, accept the truth, and discern what your feelings are on the situation. Because something about how you accept the situation and trust your intuition on what to do, there's something about the way you do it can determine the outcome. So I want you to listen to the advice from your future self, but of course, all decisions are up to you. I'm not telling you what decisions to make, but just the guidance and advice from your future self on this event. So your future self is saying, accept that there is a challenging moment here, accept that it can be healed, and accept that you can be liberated of it. It's not something harsh, because your first card is positivity. We start off with the 9 of Wands, a challenging moment, and the Tower, what seems like things falling apart. But with the 7 of Cups here, I feel like it's not really things falling apart. We may just perceive it to be that way in our mind and our psyche with the Moon card and our emotions. Okay? So, since this is a big event or day, let's say you go somewhere with this person's family and you know, you're just about to tell them that you're moving in together, for example, and you're having this big family dinner, you're meeting their family, and you know, you're giving them this big news. And let's say your intuition, you've been together many years, let's say, or you've been together a year, or you've been together a while, you've already built a stable foundation together. And I'm just giving an example of this energy, so it doesn't have to be exactly like this, but an example, because it can be different for all of you. And let's say, you know, you're planning to really move in together, you're about to move in, you've already bought the home, you've already gotten the keys to the home, and it's an exciting new moment for both you and your partner. And you know, let's say your family is there at this event, at this maybe dinner party for you to announce this, and let's say their family is also there, because I'm seeing something along the lines of family or people that are close to you, okay? And then I'm seeing something about like a challenging person at this event that you need to speak up to, but in a very fair and balanced way. And let me explain the series of events that I see happening here. So like I said, this is something you've really been wanting, wishing for. It's like you and your partner have already bought this house. You've already bought it. You've already decided on it. You're not asking for their permission in any type of way. And let's say, you know, you go to this event. You tell them this big news with the Queen of Swords here. And, you know, you and your partner are sitting together. Maybe you order a glass of wine together and some food, and your parents are ordering food, or your family and their families ordering food, and you're kind of just chit-chatting first, making small talk first, and then after that it's like you're like, okay, so the reason why we came here for this dinner today is because I want to announce something to you. So you both announce to them the truth of the situation and how you feel for each other, and that you're moving in together, and that you've bought this house, and that it's going to be close to both your families where you can see each other more, and it's this beautiful big house, and you're so excited for this new chapter of your life together, something you've really wished for together, something you really know is right for you in your intuition, in both of your intuition, in both of your heart. You know this is right for you, this next step, and it's like you're about to move in tomorrow. You know, you've already bought the house. You already have the movers set to do everything. You've already planned everything, is the energy I see. And it's just about to happen, and you know, you already have the keys to unlock that door, but it's like you haven't gone into the house yet, but you've seen it and how it looks and everything, but just the next day you're about to move in together, and you know, you're telling them about this. But let's say a challenging person here in their family has some nasty remarks to say, or doesn't have the best things to say, or it doesn't necessarily have to be in their family, of course. Maybe this is just my example of the way I'm reading the energy, but it could also just be a challenging moment that makes you question if you're making the right decision. And it's not that you're making the wrong decision. It's just like a challenging moment where things almost feel like they're falling apart. You know, you've been so excited for this big event, big day in your life. It's a huge day you've been wishing for with the Four of Wands, and now you're starting to question it and question if it's really for you, because all these series of events are happening that feels like everything's falling apart. It feels like almost suffocating in a way, and your emotions are really just heightened at this point, because maybe they start saying, oh, but you've only been together a year and you're only telling us now that you're moving in together. I think you're making the wrong decision. Let's just say it's a challenging family member that always has something mean or nasty to say, and it's like they almost rain on your parade on this very exciting day for you. And when you hear this, it may not be nice to hear, because I also don't like to give readings like this. I don't want to rain in your parade by giving you this message, but it seems future you has this message for you for a reason, to help you, to guide you through this moment, okay? And when you hear this, some of you may be very triggered, or some of you may feel an intense emotional reaction to the story, because it is a big day in your life, and I could completely understand why you feel that way. Your feelings are valid in every single way. However, I do see this triggering some past pain for you. With the Moon card opposite the Seven of Cups, the Moon can sometimes talk about our subconscious emotions and feelings, and the Seven of Cups in this case with this specific tarot deck depicts illusions, or our shadow self kind of acting out here with the crocodile kind of growling. It's like that shadow self version of us that is acting out based on a wound we have already. So it's like your future self is guiding you here not to act out of your wounded self. Our shadow self is just essentially our wounded self. Think of the shadow self like this little dog that has been traumatized, and every time we go over to touch this little dog, it's shaking. It's so scared because it's been hurt before. It's been wounded before. It's been rejected. It's been made to feel like it doesn't belong. And those are the parts of ourselves that are wounded. And now we go over to touch this wounded dog, and it just bites us immediately, but it bit us out of fear. It never bit us out of maliciousness, but we think it was malicious. Or this could just be a reaction that comes out of your emotions. So your future self is giving the advice here to observe the situation, observe the challenging situation that is happening in front of you. Observe, don't react. Observe, take it in, take a deep breath, really meditate on what you're wanting to do next. Tap into your inner knowing and discern any feelings you have. Of course, the feelings you have are totally valid in that moment, but your future self's advice is not to react, because if you react in this way, it can change the outcome where it's not so positive. And that is your future self's advice, not to react, to take a deep breath, to calm your mind, to really think about what you're going to do, analyze the situation, analyze what is falling apart from a logical state of mind with the Page of Pentacles first. And because sometimes when we're in our feelings, it can be very hard, or when we're triggered, it can be very hard to not react, but sometimes we need to almost take a step back. If we can't, this is advice I heard from my boyfriend, if we can't solve something in an emotional way, we have to solve it in a logical way. If we can't solve something in a logical way, we have to solve it in an emotional way. So in this case, we can't solve this with our reaction and our triggered feelings, because we're in a heightened state of fight or flight mode. This is something that triggers you, okay, and triggers your fight or flight mode. So we can't solve this problem that feels like everything's falling apart at this event with feelings. We have to solve it with logic, but also our inner knowing, okay? And I see here the advice from your future self is to first reflect on these series of events, reflect on what happened, listen to your gut feeling, okay, and listen to what your logic is telling you, but maybe also talk to your partner. Ask for a minute to just breathe and say, you know what, even if you have to say, you know what, I am feeling very triggered right now by what you just said. Can I please have a moment with my partner to step away and just have a deep breath and process what I'm feeling? And then I'll come back to you with an answer instead of having a fight. Okay? And you're just honest. Speak your truth. That's the advice here. Speak your truth. Okay? Because you're deserving and worthy of speaking your truth. And your future self's advice is to take this on in a very fair way. In a very unbiased way, okay? But sometimes it's difficult to do that, especially when we are feeling sensitive to that feeling. Especially when we feel very greatly like this is unfair. Deal with it in a very fair way, okay? So I see here your feelings are valid in this situation, but it's almost like you need to have compassion for yourself and what you're feeling. Nurture yourself, or let your partner nurture you in that moment of feeling that. Take a deep breath, analyze the situation, what you're going to do, and then kind of take action from a logical point of view. And that is how you're going to avoid a fight breaking out or avoid conflict that is unnecessary, that can change the outcome and create an ending here of this big day you've been creating and wishing to receive. But if we take it a step back and we really look at the situation and process our feelings and accept our feelings and know that this is something that is triggering a wound within us, then we can take it from a different perspective and speak our truth without hurting the situation more, without creating more challenges, without creating more of this feeling of like everything falling apart with the Tower card. And it's not that everything's falling apart, it just seems that way in the moment. You get what I mean? So this is what your future self is telling you. Be vulnerable with your partner, talk to your partner, take a break from the conversation and really like ask each other how you're feeling. Be vulnerable with each other and speak about your feelings and try to come up with a solution together. And I see here your future self is showing me the movie Mother-in-Law or Mom-in-Law, or what is it, by J-Lo. J-Lo's an actor in it. Actress, sorry. Oh, the movie's called Monster-in-Law, and basically in this movie, you know, there is the woman named Charlotte. She plays Charlotte, J-Lo, and then she finds the man of her dreams, but then his mother is like some kind of celebrity or something. She's very, very rich, but also very narcissistic in her energy. She's very much like, almost like very attached to her son in a very unhealthy way. So I don't know if this is your family member or their family member that is going to act out in some way, or if it's just a challenging person or challenging situation where they're very much in their me kind of energy. They're very chaotic people. They bring chaos in everyone's life, and it's like, this person is not a person you can reason with. You know what I mean? They're very unrational and very chaotic, and it's like all they think about is themselves and how they can benefit out of a situation. And they're not very empathetic towards other people's feelings. So when we approach the situation, we have to do it in a very smart way. So, you know, in this movie, she kind of just tries to almost make her daughter-in-law's life a living hell. You know what I mean? And she's just very much toxic in that way, where she's like telling her things when the son isn't around. And I just see this energy being very shady, but I see the guidance from your future self is to really relax into your mind and try to come up with a solution. Try to speak up for yourself, but in a very fair way, okay? And I see here the advice is to not let that get to you, to not let their toxicness get to you, because when we approach someone that is very challenging, that is very chaotic, we cannot approach them with a reaction, because it's just going to create more conflict. Even if they are being the irrational one and betraying us in that moment, we almost have to go from it with a very logical point of view, where we, you know how there is like narcissistic people and like, how do I put this in words? There are narcissistic people, and there are actually methods put in place by psychologists on how to deal with them in the best possible way. And one of them is called stonewalling or something like that, where we almost don't give a reaction to that person because that person is specifically looking for a reaction, and a reaction makes them happy in some way. So I'm seeing in this case, it would be best to make our answer or our response very cold, very much like stone, like, you don't affect me. I'm not giving you that satisfaction of getting a reaction out of me. And I see this is what the challenging situation's energy is. Because we see this movie Monster-in-Law, where this mother-in-law is just making her life a living hell. It's like we need to approach this challenging person or situation with the best possible way. And that's the advice I see from your future self, so that we can create a different outcome and not create more chaos. But I see your future self saying there is hope in this situation, because, you know, you and this person have been, at this point in the future, have been together for a while. You've built a stable foundation together, and your connection is protected, because Spirit's showing me the Ankh. And it's like, you've been taking consistent steps towards each other, and you know, you've been wanting this for a while, and you're not going to let this person or this challenging situation rain on your parade, rain on your fascinating, amazing, mind-blowing moment of fun. You know, the Four of Wands is a celebratory energy. This is a celebration for both of you and your partner. And it's like, your future self is saying, don't give this person the satisfaction of raining on your parade, of raining on your celebration. I'm hearing a song. I just want to get the lyrics of the words I'm hearing. Okay, so the song is called Runaway by Rosa Cecilia. And the lyrics are, baby, be my runaway, reality can wait another day. Baby, be my runaway, I love you more than I could ever convey. Constant like the sun, our love shines every day. No storm, no cloud or shade could rain on our parade. Baby, be my runaway, reality can wait another day. Baby, be my runaway, I love you more than I could ever convey. So basically, if I'm hearing this song from your future self, and it's a romantic song, and it's like, constant like the sun, our love shines every day. No storm, no cloud or shade could rain on our parade. I see that being the advice from your future self, to have hope for this beautiful day. Really reflect on these situations. Speak up for yourself in the most fair and truthful way, but from a place of fairness, not from a place of reacting. Okay? And not letting this challenging situation or challenging person rain on your amazing parade, rain on your love that shines like the sun. Because I also feel like this person could be doing this out of jealousy, or doing this out of just this negative intention. But your future self is saying, this is a leap of faith into a new moment with you and your partner, and this is something really celebratory for you. Maybe this whole reading is telling you maybe not to have that dinner with them anyways. You get what I mean? Because we can always change our future reality when we hear advice from our future self. Your future self is saying there is so much hope in this situation. Don't let them rain on your parade. Don't let them ruin your happy day, your happy moment you've been wishing for a very long time here with the Four of Wands. Your celebratory moments. And those that are really for you are going to be happy for your wins. They're not going to rain on your parade when you have a win. If you have success, real people, real family, even if it's not a family member, real people are going to be there for you and celebrate your wins and not try to put you down. You know what I mean? So maybe this is just teaching you that sometimes when we tell people our wins, it's like they don't always have the best intentions towards us, and then they almost want to make what is a very beautiful thing ugly. You know what I mean? So that is the advice from your future self, to speak up for yourself in a very fair and balanced way, and to know that the divine is protecting your connection, and to not allow them to get a reaction out of you, to not allow them to change this happy feeling you have towards this series of events, this juicy next encounter with your partner, of you two really having a celebratory win or moment together, not letting that ruin that moment. because your love is so deep. Nothing can ever take that away. And I love that line. Our love shines constant like the sun every day. And I see the message here from your future self, even with the sun card here. Your love is going to shine every day. And no challenging moment, no challenging person can change how you feel about this. Okay? So I see here, maybe the advice is to either not have this moment where you tell people until it happens and almost just be selfish, or you can tell them, be aware of what's going to happen, be aware ahead of time, have this warning from your future self, not warning, but like guidance. Speak up for yourself, and then the outcome is going to change where it actually liberates you of this. It helps you to shine together. It helps your love shine together. It gives a happy moment full of hope, because something about you, your future self, speaking up for themselves actually makes that family member or that scenario, let's say it's a family member, for example, it makes them respect you and not do it again. Just like when Spirit is saying it's almost like training a dog. When your dog pees on your couch, you're going to teach it something else, because we always teach people how to treat us and how we respond to them, not react. But it's like you're maybe going to teach this person that it's not okay to F with you like that, or your connection, or your happy day, or your happy moment. And you're going to do it in a very fair way, where the outcome changes to something nerve-wracking and something feeling like it's falling apart to something very positive and happy, where you look back at it that moment and you're like, why was I even worried about that? Because we have such a beautiful future together, me and my partner. We have children together. We're married now. Like, why was I even worried about that small person over there that just tried to almost ruin our moments? Like, why was I worried about them? And then like later on, future you talks about it in a very funny way, and then they're like, that's how I met like, let's say, for example, Spirit showing me that's how I met your mother, like those episodes. So like, let's say you're speaking to your future child, for example, and you're like, oh, that's how I met your mother-in-law. She was very rude to me that first time, but then actually after that day, I stood up for myself. We started becoming friends, you know, and then you laugh about it. So it's something nerve-wracking in that moment, but then it actually leads to a positive outcome here with the Sun card. And I want to say, enjoy this happy day. You deserve it. For future you. Okay, so I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this blue lace agate crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at your juicy next encounter. So this could be anything that happens in the near future or future that your future self wants to share with you. That could be juicy, a juicy moment that we're seeing into. Okay, I did hear a plane go by as I started your reading, so that lets me know that something about this moment that's going to happen is going to create some kind of movement in your life. Okay, so you chose the card communication. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of your cards, but before I do, please note that this is a general reading to only take what resonates and leave the rest, as the messages may differ for everyone watching. Let's see what shows up today. Okay, so we have the card Endless Opportunities. We have Manifestation. We have unconditional love, love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So this definitely has to do with love of some kind. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Sun. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Moon card. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so before we start with your reading, I do have a small favor to ask from you. The last 3 months, 80% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted and you like this channel, can you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? It really helps my channel more than you know, and the bigger the channel gets, the more content I can create and put out to you guys. And I also want to thank everyone who has subscribed to me in the past 3 days. I'm dearly grateful for your support, and I also want to thank those that have been here since the beginning, liking, viewing, supporting, commenting, all your lovely comments and feedback. Thank you for supporting me, and I hope you enjoy the reading. So in terms of your next juicy encounter, I'm seeing this is a day in the future or the near future where it has something to do with your love life, but maybe also your success here with the Six of Wands. But I think there's endless opportunities here of the way it could go, because it's something different for all of you, or the outcome can change depending on what is created in this moment. So the series of events I tell you may not happen in the exact same way I tell you, because there are endless opportunities of what could be, depending on the kind of reality you want to create. Since it's opposite the manifestation card, it depends on what you do and what you create from this moment in time, the outcome that happens from it. So what I do see happening is I see some of you going to some kind of event where this is an event that you feel like you're gonna have a lot of fun at. For some of you, this could be an event celebrating a success of yours, something you've manifested, something you've really wanted for yourself, or you could just be feeling very celebratory at this stage of your life for your successes, since we see a woman receiving some kind of award here. So this could be a stage of your life where you really have achieved something great for yourself, or it's like you're just feeling joyful from the experiences here. Okay, and I'm seeing it's like at this stage of your life, you're experiencing a lot of alignment with your manifestations. A lot of your manifestations are just starting to align, the universe perfectly, seamlessly aligning it for you, and you having a lot of good luck. And I feel like at this stage of your life, you're kind of surrendering to the endless possibilities, surrendering to the fact that, you know, this can be a very beautiful, joyful possibility. So I'm seeing here at this stage of your life, you know, you going to some type of event that is going to seem very fun or very fulfilling to you in some way with the Sun card and the Four of Wands. You know, we see someone celebrating here, or this could be you celebrating something of your own achievement and having an event or a party or something like that where you celebrate it. Or you could be going to one to celebrate it with your friends or something along those lines, is something I'm seeing. And then you may unexpectedly see someone there in terms of love, because we have the Two of Cups here. You may unexpectedly see someone there in terms of love, or you may just see them at this event, or you may invite them to this event. And there's something about you two communicating together, and this is something you wished for, this is something you manifested, and it's like raining down on you. It's maybe something you've been wanting for a very long time, like a relationship with this person, or to see this person out and about. And there's something here about for some of you, I'm feeling like if this is a long distance connection, this person could be traveling to surprise you because they thought of you and what you just achieved or something like that. Or for others of you, you're not with this person yet if you're single, and it's like you're gonna communicate to this person on this day. Or for others of you, you are currently with this person, and I'm seeing a day into the future where this person is with you on this day celebrating, and they're at this event with you, and it's like something you've manifested, that you two can be there together while you celebrate your wins. That's something I'm seeing. So this juicy next encounter is at a party or event where you're going to have a lot of fun with this lover, and you're going to communicate a lot with this lover. You're just going to feel very loved, very much in the energy of shining out, standing out, because Spirit's showing me the peacock. So it seems like people are really going to celebrate your wins, your manifestation, something you achieved for yourself where you were very successful at it. And I see you feeling very joyful, really just feeling joy with this person, having a lot of fun at this event. And there's something about you and this person just having fun together, dancing, laughing, celebrating, having a lot of joy, just feeling the music around you, feeling the love around you, talking to your friends at this event. It's like just, it feels very loving. It feels very happy and positive, and you just feel filled with life force energy, and you feel like you've really achieve something, and you feel like you're shining, you're radiating, and you just feel like this internal glow within you that is shining out. But as a result of you really feeling this joy, really feeling all this joy, you know how they say happiness is the best medicine? It's like something hard you've been working for yourself that you didn't see coming, and you worried about for a very long time. And it's like, it happened so fast that you just created this, and now it's just, it feels so unbelievable, and you know, you're having so much fun here. You're surrendering to all this fun, and you know, you're looking very good at this event. Your partner is telling you you look very good, you look very sexy, very hot, like that kind of energy, like just admiring your presence. And you know, you're flirting together, you're having lots of fun at this event, your future self showing me this, and like you're just feeling this immense amount of life force energy, this playfulness, this fun, happy vibe. Like I'm filled with the rainbows from the universe and sunshine and rainbows. Like I'm just filled with so much happiness in this moment as I tap into this energy of you being at this event. And you just feel like very celebrated in this moment, and you're surrendering to this feeling of, I've made it, I've achieved something great, I feel great about myself, I feel proud of myself, and it just feels unbelievable. But something about this event is going to create some type of step into a new journey for you, and that is why your future self is showing you this as your juicy next encounter, because it's something exciting your future self experiences that changes the course of reality for them. You know, they've been taking baby steps towards this future at this point in time, and it's like, this is something your future self wants to share with you as the next juicy event or encounter happening in your life, because it's like you're sitting at this event having fun, dancing around, enjoying, drinking maybe, and I feel like this is a party. So of course maybe there's champagne, you're popping champagne, you're drinking, you're having fun, you're vibing to the music, you're talking to your lover, but you're also talking to your friends around you, people that are celebrating your wins. And then I see your friends being here as well, but then like also supporting you. And it's just a moment you've dreamed of for a very long time. And it's like you're just kind of surrendering to the happiness and the joy of the moment you've been patiently waiting for a long time. And it just feels like it's raining on you. And it's something you've really dreamed of, but it's like surrendering to that overwhelming feeling of happiness is what I see here. Your next juicy event or your next juicy encounter, and it's like you are just communicating to your loved ones and celebrating and having a whole lot of fun and just feeling this pure raw happiness and joy for life and energy for life. It's like this moment of life inspires you even more. And as I was saying, you know how joy can be so immense? It can actually make us cry tears of joy. It can make us very emotional. Sometimes happiness can be the best medicine. Laughter can be the best medicine. And you being in this celebratory energy and event with this person and encounter with this person where I feel most of the time, you know, you're with your friends and with your lover, but then at some point of the day or the night, you're with your lover at this event and you've just experienced this overwhelming, immense happiness. And now it's starting to get a little bit more quiet where there's less people at this event or things like that. It's getting a little bit more quiet. And it's like you and your lover are just sitting together, or maybe you go home together and, you know, you're about to experience such happiness together. Then maybe all of a sudden, because you have like, let's say maybe you drank that night and maybe you get really emotional because, you know, you didn't expect this to happen. Or maybe just the immense happiness and joy for achieving that created all this overwhelming happy energy that just healed you in some way because you chose the blue lace agate crystal, and the blue lace agate crystal is healing. Or this doesn't have to be immediately after this event. This could also be the next day. But it's like you and this person have such an intense, loving connection that is unconditional. And this person is just so happy for you for achieving this great manifestation and wish you've wanted for a while now. And it's like you also just feel happy that your partner was there and communicating with you and like supporting you through this big win of yours. And I'm seeing this as a past life connection that's just very dear to your heart. And I think you just intuitively see that this is a happy moment of your life where new beginnings are about to happen, where you're aligning to good luck for once in your life. And it's like you just feel immensely lucky and you're surrendering to this happy moment in time. And it's like you go home with your lover, or you the next day are with your lover, or you're still at this event later on, and you know, you get emotional, you start crying tears of joy, and it's like you're sharing this beautiful moment, this beautiful loving moment with your partner, pouring your heart out to them. And I see this where you and your partner are alone now. It's like your friends have maybe gone to dance somewhere, or you know, like it's just you and your partner alone in this moment in time. And you get emotional and you're like sharing your emotions with this person. And you're like, you know, I never thought this would happen. Like, I've been worrying so much about my success and like, you know, making money and saving money. And it's like, I've been waiting for this moment in time for so long for the success of mine. I just feel like this is unbelievable. And you know, you're pouring out your heart to this person and your happiness to this person and sharing it with them. And I see you two just communicating joyfully to each other and you crying tears of joy. But also, I feel like this moment in time, since it has to do with your career, Spirit is showing me the root chakra. This moment you've manifested creates this immense amount of safe feeling in you. Like, I feel safe now. I feel like I'm not encountering difficult, harsh moments anymore. I feel safe now in my own body. I feel happy right now. I feel like I'm glowing from the inside out. I feel safe and secure with my money now because I don't have to save so much anymore. I don't have to worry so much anymore. So this is a huge moment, a huge celebration for you. And this is your juicy event in the future, or your juicy encounter with this person. And you know, you're just opening up your heart to them. And then I see you opening up about things from the past as well, because it's like now your body feels safe enough to maybe process some emotions that were left unprocessed. And it's like you're honoring your emotions, and then you start sharing deeply vulnerable and emotional things with your partner. And it's like they're there nurturing you, because we see here the 5 of Cups, your past disappointments with the 6 of Cups. And it's like emotions you still have within you with the Moon card. Maybe you've been so busy working that you never had time to even process these feelings. And it's like you're opening up your heart to this person and like the pain from the past and how it hurt you. But you know, you're just feeling so immensely grateful in this moment that you're not living that same reality you once lived, where I feel like it was just harsh moments in your life that left you wounded, that hurt you. And it's like now your body feels safe enough to experience these emotions, mentally process them and look at them in a different way. And you have your partner there by you, really nurturing you, really comforting you, really talking to you through this. And I think this moment brings on a rebirth energy within your energy field, where you begin to forgive the people that have hurt you the most, and you begin to also forgive yourself and be able to move forward. And it's like something about this moment, something about the tears you release in this moment, it's like you are able to fully let go of the past, and it's like move on to the next journey. It's like I've given all my pain to the heavens, and now I'm ready to live my next journey, and I'm ready to step into this new beginning with immense joy and gratitude. And I no longer have anything from the past holding me back. I no longer am living in the past. I'm now moving forward, and I've accepted this, and now I can work on myself and move forward and really just take steps in the direction to the future I want to manifest. I no longer have to think about the past. So I see the event ending in a way of you ending a cycle, because you're stepping into this new beginning energy of your manifestation. And of course the event could take place in endless ways of endless opportunities, but it's like I see at the end of the night your partner nurturing you, caring for you, wiping away your tears, kissing you, and being like, you know, now we're going to live the most best life ever. You know, you've really achieved something great. This is a new beginning for us. And then I see you feeling happy again, feeling the spark of life again. And then I see you kind of just feeling a deeper connection to your partner. So as I said, it's a transformative moment for you and your partner, your future partner, your future lover, or you are currently with this person and this is a day into the future I'm seeing. But it's like this integral, pivotal moment in time creates this beautiful emotional foundation you and your partner have together. And as I'm looking at the time, I'm seeing 11/11, and it's the 11th of June. So it's like a huge manifestation, a huge juicy encounter for you, because it's juicy in the sense of you've really achieved something great you've been wishing for, and it's a celebratory moment for you. And it's transformative in the sense of your future self wants to share this beautiful moment with you of something that happened to them, because it's like, it's a huge transformative happy moment for them that you are really looking forward to in the future right now. But it's also going to change you in some way, but it's also going to change your connection in the best way possible, because it's like you and your partner are now even closer, and it's like you have more emotional vulnerability together. You're feeling happier together. You're feeling secure together. Maybe they've also achieved some successes in their careers and they've taken opportunities, and you're just feeling immensely grateful for the life you've manifested and created together. And it's like you just feel blessed by the divine together, and your communication starts to improve and your communication starts to get more happier together. You grow closer together as a couple. You know, maybe you get married, maybe you move in together. Something about this event in time creates change for you and your partner, where you live a very happy connection and you move forward together in some way into this new beginning energy, into this next phase of your life, for endless opportunities to take place, for you to just grab it, and you're feeling just blessed by the universe. And that's why your future self wanted to share this juicy next encounter for you, or moment in your life. The number 5 is sticking out to me in some way, and 6. So that there could be some significance to those numbers with the timing. But since there's the endless opportunities card, I think with timing, it's different for all of you. It can happen now, it can happen in 2 months, just depending on the steps you take forward and how you kind of take that forward. But also, I guess it just depends on when it happens in that moment of time. But I'm seeing it's like your future self is sharing this with you as a juicy next encounter to give you some hope, to give you some positive energies of your future and how beautiful it can be, and how beautiful the opportunities can be, and how beautiful those opportunities can transform your reality into the reality you want to create or manifest. So this is your reading, my pile number 3s. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you at my next reading. Bye!